All right, the first picture of Dr. Umar has now surfaced, captured near the Faiz Ilahi Mosque. This image that you see on your screens at the moment, the one on top of Umar, it provides crucial insight into his movements before the Delhi Red Fort blast. How does this particular location where Umar is photographed at, how does it tie into the terror network? What was Umar's activity there and who else was involved? These are the big questions at this stage. Our team of reporters is digging deep to unravel all the connections behind this pivotal image that is on your screens at the moment. The first picture of Dr. Umar has now surfaced, captured near the Faiz Ilahi Mosque. And this image on your screens at the moment provides crucial insight into Umar's movements before that deadly blast on Monday evening outside the Red Fort. Akhil joins us at the moment. Akhil, this is the first picture that we're seeing of Umar captured near the Faiz Ilahi Mosque. How does this very location tie into the larger case, into the terror network? Do we know anything about Umar's activity there and who else was involved?
Absolutely. If you see what has happened at that point in time when he basically moved from Badarpur towards the national capital region to commit this heinous crime. And before that, we have spoken to some of the senior officials in the Delhi Police Special Cell team and the North District Police team, and they have conveyed this to us that if you see, they have scanned over thousands of CCTV cameras installed, not only on the red light. Apart from that, if you just go to a critical juncture at critical red light points, there at one single point you can find 4 to 5 cameras enabled over there. So all those CCTV cameras have been first of all scanned by the Delhi Police technical intelligence team. And apart from that, when the accused reached in the North Delhi region near Kotwali police station, before arriving there he also visited a mosque near Turkman Gate. So we have accessed that CCTV footage, and from that CCTV footage, if you just see the screenshot of that accused, it's pretty clear that he was heading towards that mosque, towards Ilahi Mosque, and right now we have got that exclusive image of the accused. This is the first image that was that we have got from the Turkman Gate, just outside the Turkman Gate, where that mosque is. So right now this is a breaking development that we are bringing for the NDTV viewers right now, that when that incident took place, prior to that the accused went to a mosque, and if you see in that very region, he was not there for a 20 minute or 30 minute. He was there for approximately more than 3 hours, because if you just go by the timestamp of the CCTV that we have recovered last night regarding the very moment when that flame broke out from that very incident on the Subhash Chandra Marg, just outside the gate number 1 of Red Fort. So in that visual, it's pretty clear the timestamp was 6:51 p.m. So if you just see the timeline that we have recovered from the another CCTV footage when he was found in the parking area of Sunehri Bagh Masjid, it was around 3. So for approximately more than 3 hours and 90 minutes, he was there in that zone, and he visited mosque as well. So right now, the Delhi Police Special Cell team is also looking at other CCTV cameras footages installed in that region. And if you see in that very region, what we have gathered the information that over 50 cameras have been scanned, and they have got Delhi Police team has basically recovered those CCTV cameras, and they are basically scanning those visuals right now.
Akhil, this image also, as you are reporting, helps establish a timeline of Umar's movements prior to the blast. You just briefly mentioned that the police have CCTV footage of Umar from approximately 50 locations. Akhil, doesn't this mean that since Umar entered Delhi from Faridabad, he basically traveled around almost a significant portion of the national capital, right?
Absolutely. If you see, when the accused entered into the national capital, he entered through the Badarpur border area. And when you enter from a Badarpur border area, I would like to request my visual to pan and show you the visual. We are on that very road. This road comes from Badarpur area and it moves towards the national capital area. And we are going in opposite direction to investigate this case further. And if you see, here you see the metro is coming from the Badarpur side and it goes towards the Mohan Estate and Ashram side. So right now, these visuals speaks for themselves, so that from this very side he entered towards the Badarpur area, Badarpur, which comes in the southeast district area. So he first entered into the southeast district area. From there, what we have got to learn from the southeast district DCP sources, that they have also scanned several CCTV cameras in the southeast district, and from there he entered into the central district area of the national capital, and then from the central district area of the national capital, then he entered into the north district area of the national capital. So basically he traveled 3 districts. If you see, Prameshwar, there are 15 police districts in the national capital. Out of that, he covered 3 districts to reach to the various spot where that unfortunate incident took place.
Akhil, tell us, how are investigators using this new piece of evidence then to connect the dots with other suspects as well?
Well, if you see, initially when the accused when the 2 other suspects was arrested in this case, their interrogation is happening right now. NIA is interrogating them. So once a detailed module will work out that how they were in constant touch and what was the last communication he got from Dr. Umar, that's a very critical juncture to identify it and to get to the detail that what exactly happened in that moment. So this question is still unanswered. That question is being probed by the NIA team, because if you see, when that incident happened during the last 3 hours, if the Delhi police team will try to recover the details of that phone calls recovered through the phone of Dr. Adil Rathar as well, and apart from that Dr. Shaheen as well, that what was the last communication with Dr. Umar. So that's a very critical juncture that is still yet to be worked out by the central agencies team right now. But if you see, Delhi Police Special Cell team has given all the information to the NIA. If you see, Faridabad Police Crime Branch team has also given the information from their part, because if you see last evening what we have seen, and even we broke this story for first on NDTV, that the accused kept on dodging police, kept on giving a miss to the police, because he kept on changing his locations. 1, 2, if you see, he basically changed his identity as well. Apart from that, the third important thing is that when he bought a car on a fake ID, because the car was registered in Rajouri Garden. This was the initial details that we have got of about the EcoSport car. And when we arrived over there was no one over there. There was not a single identity of that person, Umarun Nabi named, identified over there. But when we spoke to some of the officials in the Delhi police sources, they said that the car was basically registered on a different address from Northeast Delhi Northeast Delhi area. So when we arrived over there, that location was fake. So he basically registered car on a different address, and his actual address was a different address. So there was a larger plot which was at play. So on those angles, because if you see, not only the car registration address, apart from that, why any person would need 2 different residences to live just for a single person. So what we have got to know that this very accused has got 2 homes in 2 rented place homes in Faridabad nearby regions, and from there what we have got to know that he has also placed one of his cars in his friend's place. So what was the need of putting that car in his friend's place? So these are the very nuanced question that is still being investigated by the NIA team, that how many cars did he carry, because if you see, we have got the information from sources that there were 2 cars as well which has got connection with Dr. Umar. So on both the cars, what we have got to learn that one car, the EcoSport car, the red color EcoSport car, has been recovered by the Faridabad Crime Branch police team, and right now the police team is investigating on those angles that who basically placed that car in that region. So who was the person who basically took that that car to the jail? Was it the Umar, Dr. Umar, who placed that car over there? So on those angles, the NIA team is still investigating.
Akhil, before we wrap, are there any eyewitness accounts or local leads being pursued regarding Umar's presence as far as this image we've accessed is concerned?
See, at that point in time when that incident took place, Parameshwar, no one has got the idea that the impact of this incident is going to be so large, and the visual that we have recovered was 3 hours back from that very location. So at that point in time, no one has got the idea. No one has basically interacted with him, but because he was at a very isolated place initially, and then he sat in his car, and then when he just moved out his car, he just went direct inside the mosque. So for that, we'll have to get to the details from the Delhi police, that whether he had any conversation with any person, any individual just outside the mosque or inside the mosque. Because if you just go by the CCTV footage, he seems lonely. He seems alone in that CCTV footage. He was captured alone. There was no other person with whom he can be seen talking. So right now, that part is being investigated from the side of the Delhi police.
Right. Meanwhile, Akhil, we're also getting breaking news that a medical student from Kanpur has been detained by the UP ATS in connection with the ongoing terror probe linked to the Faridabad module. In fact, authorities suspect his involvement through contacts with Dr. Shaheen, raising concerns about the spread of terror networks even within educational institutions. Akhil, any details you can give us regarding this latest detention of a medical student from Kanpur?
See, Professor, what we have been seeing that the arrests have been regularly made by not only the Jammu and Kashmir police, because if you see, this module was functional for a very long time. As per our sources and the kind of investigation Jammu and Kashmir police has been doing in the Jash doctor module bust, what we have got the information that this was at play for the last almost 1 year. And this incident came to the limelight on October 19 when several posters were basically affixed on the walls in Naga area in Anantnag district. And then after that, what we have seen that the Jammu and Kashmir police has basically registered an FIR in this case, and since then for more than 25 days this investigation began. And after that, the links of this investigation came to UP's Saharanpur district, from where Dr. Adil Rathar was arrested. And then Adil Rathar has given some information to the Jammu and Kashmir police during the interrogation, and after that, what we have seen that 2 persons were arrested from Faridabad district as well. So right now, the searches has been continuously on in connection with the case.